Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with Drez and Huck.
Round numero dos, Brewsday Tuesday. It is Drez, alongside with Huck. From hucksbeerbuzz.com. Huck brought the brews this time around, and this one is from a brewery that,
Good brewery.
Good brewery, and I the thing I love the most about them is their labels, man.
Oh, yeah.
They have such cool labels. Of course, I'm referring to Chaos Mountain. Yeah, Chaos is Brewing. That's what they always say. That's what I was looking at. It threw me off. It is Chaos Mountain Brewing.
Chaos Mountain Brewing, and they're in, Franklin County.
Yeah, I believe so.
Calloway, Virginia. If that's Franklin.
Yeah, local guys.
I guess it's like moonshine brewing. They should open up one of those moonshine stills while they're there. But these guys are friends of mine. I knew the brewer. 2 years before they opened, the brewer guy's like, "We're going to open a brewery." I'm like, "Yeah, you are. Everybody is." And he did, and it's a good one.
It is a good one. And like I said, their labels are really cool. This one's a huge, burly-looking...
Dairy Giant.
Yeah.
Dairy Giant.
Yeah. Dairy?
Dairy.
Is it a G?
Dairy, I think E.
Is that an E or a G?
You're right.
The E's there. I think it's Derrig. Derrig the Giant. An Irish-style red ale.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go, man. Have you had this before?
No, this is new to me. Derrig, you're right. Derrig the Red. So it's another brewery distributed by InBev, and we get their Scotch ale, but we don't get some of their other ones. But that's what I'm talking about. This is a good example of one where we get some of these beers, but not all of them, and we're close to them. We should be getting all their beers.
You would hope. One would hope and think.
But you were talking about the label, so I don't know if you're a fan of really old music, like from before you were born, but we used to listen to a band called Gentle Giant.
Okay.
And the art is very similar to the album covers of Gentle Giant.
Is that right? I'm not familiar with Gentle Giant.
Yeah. So if you're a Gentle Giant fan, you should look at this album cover and then come look at this beer bottle.
And definitely grab yourself a bottle of Derrig the Giant.
Derrig the Giant, the Red. Derrig the Red.
It looks pretty badass. I don't know who does the artwork for these guys. Does it say on here? Because I really do like their artwork.
I bet I can find out. And by the way, 2 weeks from Saturday, on the 15th, they're having their second anniversary.
Chaos?
Yeah.
They're only 2 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
If they'll let me, I'm going to haul the BRV over there and park in the parking lot and pass out.
Do it if you're
around
bad.
8 at night.
Wait a minute, you say that Saturday?
Yeah.
That'll be the 14th.
Is that the 14th?
That's my birthday.
Oh, you should
That's
come
how
along.
I know it. Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, hook you up, because you better not drive.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
and then
trying
cruise
to drive.
control. It has cruise control in the BRV, so nobody has to drive it.
They're gonna drive
Just get in
itself.
there and hit the cruise control.
Drives itself.
I got a camera, so it's kind of looking. I could plug the camera in somewhere. I'm sure.
That's
know where
fantastic.
it's going. Yeah.
It's the
Google
BRV of the future.
The Google BRV, Google driving, self-driving BRV.
Oh man, that'll be the day.
That's the problem. All my friends, I can't really hire them to chauffeur me around. You want to chauffeur me around? Will you give me some beer? Yeah. Well, then you can't drive. Damn it. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a catch-22, dude.
Catch-22.
Without a doubt. So,
all right, so this is some good beer. I almost said something. We were just talking about not having to edit stuff, and I almost just had to edit something there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have had to dump your ass.
Won't be the last time.
But what were we going to say?
It's a very good beer.
Oh, very good beer.
Very good beer.
You can say damn. It wasn't damned, was it?
No, it was a word.
Ass?
Yeah,
you can say ass.
That's a good ass beer.
It's a damn
good ass beer.
Good ass beer, yeah.
I call my big beers. I call them big ass beers. Huck's big ass, IPA. Huck's big ass Imperial Ale.
The ones that pack a punch, or the ones that are just
no, they're like have to use
the ones that put you on your ass.
The ones you have to use like champagne yeast to get them to ferment fully.
Why is that?
Because it kills. Too much alcohol even kills yeast. Yeah, it's only
champagne yeast is more.
It'll go to 16, 18%.
Okay.
So, but regular yeast only go to 8 to 10. Then they make some bigger yeast, and I double throw, pitch. I double pitch my yeast, pitch 1, pitch 2. So there's twice as much. Some people make starters. We could do that. We could do a whole show on home brewing. Then everyone would sleep.
Can we brew? Can we get some?
It's too technical.
Can we get? We should bring in something like that, and then actually start brewing in the studio. Can we get a bear brew?
Yeah, we can make a bear brew.
Totally make a bear brew.
What style would a bear brew be?
Well, you were saying that brown are the good starters.
Belgian,
a brown bear. It could be the brown bear.
No, well, we could do a brown. We should do a Belgian pale ale, though. That blends our two loves of beer.
Yeah.
You know, the Belgian wheatier Belgian styles you like, the lighter styles, and then the pale ale, the American style I like.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I like them both. It'd be good. But like you said, brown's a good. And it's funny that you mentioned that because I was at the spring game this past weekend.
I know.
And sure enough, there was.
You were checking into beers.
I was checking in beers, and the guys that were doing like the home brews, like I went to a tailgate that had 3 different home brews, and none of them were on Untapped. I wanted to untap them, but none of them were on there. I was a little bummed.
Well, I'll show you how to do that. You can do that.
Yeah, I know, but you know,
especially if you got the guy there and he knows the information about the beer.
Yeah, well, they wrote it all out there, man. He definitely knows what he's doing, but I was trying to tell him, like, he's got a name for it and everything. I was like, might as well be on Untapped.
Yeah, he's
like,
got to have a name for his brewery.
I don't do it.
Like my brewery name is Huck's Nano Brewery. If you search that on tap, it'll come up. Huck's Nano Brewery. It comes up, and then my beers are under it. And I still have some of that triple. You fill up a growler. Maybe we'll do that.
Triple trouble, dude. That'll get us into triple trouble.
Yeah, that stuff was good. Mm-hmm. So I still got some of that. I still got some of that Christmas figgy pudding ale.
Gotta drink it, dude.
I know. Who's got time? I'm over here drinking with you all the time.
Bring some in. We'll drink it again.
I'm just drinking, not
talk
about it.
Just off the air. We'll just drink it.
It'll be like a party, the after show party. Trez and Huck are drunk again.
Follow us on Untapped. You'll see where we're drunk.
You can watch the score of the Uber where they come pick us up. Have to bring us back.
Anything more that came out of this little InBev party that you went to?
No, I mean, I think that there's a lot of brewers out there. I mean, you know, I got a lot of beer festivals now and nobody's there. In other words, they got volunteers working the booth. This particular, they were there. I mean,
it was like the guys that are in charge, the guys that can answer your questions.
Like Hugh from Heavy Seas was there. I mean, he's the owner. He was there.
Man. Yeah,
he was there. So I mean, in the Chaos Mountain, the husband and wife that own it, they were there. The guys, the brewer and the owner from the other beer we drank, the Union, they were both there. So I mean,
you gotta give them props for that.
Yeah, they were all there. I mean, you know, well, they're trying to sell restaurants and bars, and I mean that's good. But there's other breweries out there too. You know,
this is true.
But I was impressed. You know, I don't know if they'll invite me again now that I've talked about it. But I mean, if they don't want me to talk about it, they know what I do.
You're not talking bad about the festival.
They invited me to it. They invited 3 of us who write about beer to it. And I was one. And I think only one other showed.
So it'll be 2 next year.
Yeah, so only 2 people invited next year. I have no problem with them. I just, I'm not a cheerleader boy for them. But on the other hand, a lot of good brewers were there. A lot of good brewers. I mean, Brothers out of Harrisonburg. We've had their beer. We've had their beer on the show.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good beer there. Who else? Somebody else was giving me. Oh, yes. South Street was there.
Yeah. See, I feel like you're more of a I don't know what the right word would be here. Maybe like a purist when it comes to the craft beer world. Like to me, I'm more of the aspect of I think it's cool that they'll buy them up so that these people are actually getting a good payday and so that they're making money, that
Fair
they're
enough.
getting money worth for what they're hard earned, well deserved. And then also I think it's great that they're being distributed more so the more people can enjoy it. Like, to me, that's one of the biggest things, to get your beer out there. Like I said, I hate to go back to that same metaphor, but, selling with, like, back in the day when you signed with a big record label, really what you want is just your music to be heard and it to reach people and people to like it.
Well, I think that the biggest fallout from this is going to be a positive thing. So I think it's going to create a niche where, your vintage sellers, your stores that have a good bottle selection are going to be the place to go to get a beer, to get the beer that I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, there's going to be a lot of good beer on tap everywhere now. Because if you look at some of these college bars, I mean, we're in a college town. We got bars in this town that, the best thing they can come up with is like, I shouldn't name names. I think I will. I'll not just be mean. Sam Adams, which is okay. It's good beer. He makes some great beer. But the one they put on tap is not a great beer.
Yeah, there's you see that commercial like, oh, how many beers did Sam Adams brew this year? 67. Okay, well, I've only seen 2 of those.
2 of those,
tap.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
And then the other one, is like Yingling, which you're the oldest beer. It's still not that great. Why don't you make a one-off?
Yeah,
make us something a little different, Yingling. You've been around 400 billion years and. You're the original one, and you're good. I'll drink it. It's a go-to if I have to. That's the only thing there.
You're saying
I won't say Big
like,
Al's.
I won't name names. Now you're naming them. Let's just go down the whole.
Let's just go there.
All right, Bud Light. What do you think?
I'm at the top of the stairs. I'm having a Yingling because I ain't having nothing else there that's worth drinking. Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Man. So I did go by. I'll throw another plug in for another restaurant. I stopped by the Tap House the other day, and they had some really unusual beers.
Oh, Tap House always has
Blacksburg
a good
Tap
selection.
House. Definitely worth a look for what they got on this week.
Yeah, they definitely have a good selection.
They should advertise with us.
They really should, man. I was always a big fan of Tap House, not only for their beer selection, but also they got great food. And if you're like me and you enjoy a good cigar, you go upstairs.
Exactly.
They got that going on up there, too.
Got it all. Food was great, too. I didn't have a cigar. I'm cutting back.
Hey, man, come on here, big boy. Have a cigar.
Hey, I have them. Just cutting back.
All right, that's probably, maybe for the best.
Got to do something, Les.
Either way, man, let's get back to it. All right, Chaos Brewing. I love the label. Derrig the Giant, and it's an Irish-style red ale, by the way. I'm hoping that we already mentioned that. I can't remember if we did or not. Either way, man, what's your vibes on this brew? What do you like?
I'm liking this beer. It's red's not my top of the class beer, but I do like a good red.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good red. I think it's a little light in alcohol department, 5%.
Is it 5?
I think it was.
Yep, 5%.
5%. Yep. So I wasn't getting the whole alcohol. I like the whole alcohol nose, but it's a good solid beer. I'm gonna get 4.25, 4.25,
420,
420 plus 5
plus 0.5.
There you go.
Yeah, man, I'm with you, dude. I think it's a pretty solid red. You got to give them credit for the artwork. I really do love the artwork, and I'm still blown that they're only 2 years old, man. I feel like I've been drinking them since they've opened.
You probably have. I mean, they're close to us. They're right over the mountain.
Yeah, that's true.
Right past Floyd, really.
Yeah, they're right there.
Don't take the Beer V that way. I tried.
Get stuck on the mountain. But yeah, man, I love it. I think it's a good flavor. It's got a good color to it. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's a solid Irish red, man. I'll give it a 4.
There you go.
Yeah, man. There you go. That's our Untapped score for Derrig the Giant, which is from Chaos Brewing Company. Another Brewsday Tuesday in the books, my friend.
So you were saying some people were dissing you about our choice of beers.
No, not some people. One dude at the tailgate mentioned, hey, you guys need to broaden your horizon a little bit.
Well, I think it's a learning experience. They should send us some broad horizons.
I said it, dude. We're open to suggestions.
Send us those horizons, and we will broaden them.
Bring us some beers, and we'll review them, man. We're totally open to suggestions, and more open to them if they are beers provided. Right. So certainly let us know. And, of course, you can find Huck at hucksbeerbuzz.com. And on the social media, same. Yeah, there you go. Just look for that on social media. That's it for Brewsday Tuesday, man. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, and we'll be back next week popping more tops, man. Huck, like always, dude, thanks for coming in, brother.
See you next week.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll rock on the way.